All right, this is the right date. Looks like her name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family. I wonder what that kid is doing here all alone. That combination makes no sense. The grave is brimming with flowers. I'm gonna find out what happened to you, Grandpa. I promise. A little boy, maybe 5 or 6 years old. Hey, kid.
Hi yourself.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
Huh, I like you, kid. You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
I don't see her.
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Whatever.
I shouldn't leave while that kid is alone. Kid? Guess he found his mom. Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that. I don't want to show him that. I don't want to Hey, Lenny, do you recognize these men?
Not really. Sorry.
Hey, Lenny, do you remember anything about a girl drowning around here?
Yeah, I remember my mom telling me about that. I was like 6 at the time, though.
Do you remember her name?
Oh, man. Not really. I was so little. I think it was something with an L. Linda? Laura? Something like that.
All right, I'll keep looking. I probably shouldn't. He might ask where I got it from. I don't want to show. Hey, Lenny, could you check the files for a police report? A girl who drowned around here, Lily Myers?
I'd love to help, Kathy, but you better check with the sheriff first.
Fine, I'll do that. Nah, I don't want to ask him about... Nah, I don't want to... Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
I don't want to... He's new in town. I don't think he knows those men. Do you know anything about a drowning here in 1975? The victim was a young girl.
You have a memory problem? I told you I haven't been working here that long. Besides, even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Juvenile cases are a sensitive matter.
I probably shouldn't. He might ask where I got it from. I don't need to ask him that. Do you know anything about a drowning here in 1975? Young girl named Lily Myers?
That case was handled by Truman. I wasn't involved.
I don't need to ask him that. I don't need to ask him that. That's all for now.
Good.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
That action doesn't seem productive to me. Hey,
Hi there.
so, why'd they... Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't.
That's the worst excuse.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping
I
carts.
take my last statement back. This excuse is...
Hey, it wasn't your.
Sure.
To be fair, mine, but that doesn't.
I think I've heard enough.
You're right.
Could you...
Sure, I needed to puke again anyway.
Good to know. Guess what? He's having some kind of fit in there.
Not again.
Here we go again. Okay, there's gotta be something in here about Lily Myers' death. Okay, what do we have here? Looks like somebody did a Virginia Woolf. I wonder if there's more to it. I got the key already. I don't think I need to mess with that anymore. That doesn't need a... Land of the free. I should use this time to poke around. Nah, I should use this time to poke around. I already got the report. Fax machines. I got the key already. It's a phone book. No result for that. All right, got it. She's been dead for 2 decades. I could try to find someone in her family, but I'll need a full name. Nope, couldn't find it. Damn, no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way. No, I should. I got that number already.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base at that time. He'd left the Air Force decades earlier. But as a Conwell Springs citizen, sure, I've heard the rumors just like everybody else. How he was found by the sheriff all messed up, walking out of the woods with some kind of unexplained brain damage.
Any theory as to what he was doing out there?
I'm afraid not, ma'am. But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base or our operations here.
Okay, what can you tell me about his service at McConnell?
Well, Joseph Rain is a legend around here. His pile of medals weighs more than my car. I was fortunate enough to meet him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man. I'm positive that he would have made general if he'd stuck around.
Any idea of why he quit? He looks so happy in the pictures from the war.
Oh, your family, ma'am?
Granddaughter.
Well, then I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about his recent passing.
Appreciate it, buddy. So, about him quitting.
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but some say the war broke him. PTSD. Me? I don't think so. When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he wasn't afraid of anything. Maybe it was his guilt. He ended a lot of lives, but that's just me speculating.
Gotcha. Thanks for the thoughts. What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
This is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. The McConnell Flight School is well-renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante Rain, and Brett Savior Myers trained at this very base. Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson. I don't see a reason to ask him. Do you recognize the aviator call sign, Cocky?
Afraid not, ma'am. I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's not one of them.
This isn't current, though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
Any suggestions?
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
All right, thanks.
My pleasure, ma'am. Anything else I can help you with?
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you can make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
No can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
Nice try. Do you know what caller ID is? You can clearly see that you're not calling from the station. Goodbye.
Damn, I can't pull that off if I call from here.
Oh, hello.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on?
I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack, and their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
But not the father. Jack, was it?
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend to keep to themselves.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that. See you later, Gramps.
Take care, dear.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Do you know the Myers family? Supposed to live somewhere near the lake?
Aren't they the ones whose daughter drowned a long time ago?
Yeah, that's right.
Might recognize them if I saw them, but that's about it.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I...
If you...
I don't need to ask him that. That's all for now.
Good. How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
That's no good.
Hey,
Hi there.
could you distract...
Sure, I need...
Good to know. Guess what? He's having some kind of fit in there.
Not again.
Here we go again.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
I don't see a reason to ask. I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public... He has explicitly...
Is there any way you can make an
No can do. I can't really...
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
I can see that you're actually calling from the station. You say you're a cop? You don't sound like a cop.
Contacting Mr. Wade is crucial to an ongoing investigation. I can't divulge any details at this time, but I'm going to need that number right away.
I don't believe you. Put the sheriff on.
Crap.
McConnell Air Force...
Hi.
Sure.
I'm
I'm sorry.
Is there any...
No can do.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? It's just because I'm a woman, right? Women don't belong in law enforcement? Is that what you're saying? That's so sexist.
Now that's hardly what...
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every day? Nobody takes me seriously. The dirty looks, the sexual innuendos,
Relax, okay? I'll check the files. It's 555-7641.
Thanks, buddy.
Hi,
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
I don't need to ask. I don't need to. I'm trying to.
Well, what do you know about the guy?
Not much. I think he was in the Air Force and served with Grandpa.
Maybe you could try to find somebody in the Air Force who knew him then?
Yeah, that might be worth a shot. I'm trying to contact Charles Wade. You know, the industrialist?
Wow, really? Why?
It's complicated, but he knew Grandpa back in the day. They went to war together.
Huh. Must be super hard to get in touch with a person like that.
Yeah, I'm finding that out.
Maybe you could ask someone in the Air Force. If he used to serve with your granddad, I mean.
Yeah, could be worth a shot. I don't need to ask her about that. Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy. Wade residence?
Hi, this is Kathy Rain. I'm calling for Charles Wade.
He doesn't live here anymore. What's this about? What do you want with my father?
I'd just like to have a quick word with Mr. Wade. It's about my grandfather, Joseph Rain.
You're 20 years late, girl. My father has neither time nor energy to deal with you people.
But
This conversation is over. Unless my father explicitly says he wants to talk to you, it's not going to happen.
what a stuck-up, overclass witch. Well, she hasn't heard the last from me. I'm going to talk to that old man one way or another. Nah, I should use this time. I never thought I'd return to... No reason to go in. That combination made... Nope, couldn't find. I got that number already. She's been dead for 2 decades. I could try to find someone in her family, but I'll need a full name. Nah, nothing. I got that number. All right, found an address. Conwell Lake. where Lily Myers met her demise. Oh, gee, I would, but I forgot my swimsuit at home. I can see someone moving inside. It's totally overflowing with cigarette butts. Somebody around here is a chain smoker. We have something in common. Good to know. "55 degrees. Not too chilly, thankfully. It doesn't belong to me. I don't want to take it without a good reason.
Yes? Can I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl. Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye. You again.
She looks pretty annoyed with me. I deserve a few moments of your time.
What you deserve is a slap in the face. Stop it!
I'm still here and will be until you agree to talk to me.
Enjoy a night curled up in the leaves, then. Just go away.
I'm not leaving until I get some answers.
Bite me. You again.
It doesn't belong to me. I don't want to take it without a good reason. That combination makes no sense.
You again.
I don't want to show her that. I don't want to show.
Won't you ever give up?
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Won't you ever give up?
I don't want to show. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't see how the.
Stop it!
I don't want to show. I don't want to show. I can see someone moving inside.
Won't you ever give?
I deserve a few.
What you do?
God, that would be immensely satisfying, but extremely counterproductive. That combination. I'm not that desperate. Still got plenty of smokes left in the pack. That action doesn't seem productive. Care to join me for a smoke, Mrs. Myers?
Well, I'm gonna have to think about it. What brand?
Corley Cinders. Extra long.
You got taste. I'll give you that. Well, I suppose one smoke can't hurt.
And that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my, oh now that was a good one. You know what, Kathy? You're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
Now, that's an understatement. Good thing I had my morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside?
Sure, let's go.
Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy. Nice view of the lake from here. Very lifelike. Contrary to popular belief, I don't believe the owls are more than what they seem. Yet another burial ground for those sweet, addictive, not to mention cancer-inducing sticks of tobacco. I'm a huge fan. Elk, by the looks of it. They're fairly common in Conwell Woods. Nice painting. It's signed L.M. I can smell something cooking. I can smell some... It's Nathan, Sue's mentally disabled son. What you doing, big fella?
Drawing.
Oh yeah? What are you drawing?
The nice red man.
You mean Santa?
No, the nice red man.
Now, what did I say about raising your voice at strangers?
Sorry, Mama. I'll be nice. The red man is nice.
Don't mind him. He gets so absorbed in his drawings thanks to that wild imagination of his, just like his sister.
Sue has nailed the tomboy look. I like it.
So,
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here, so I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth, that she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
I see, it's beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily. There are some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
I don't need to ask her about that. Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods. When Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different. She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up. And, well, you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
I don't need to ask. Does the name Charles Wade mean anything to you?
Well, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns a large company.
That about sums up what I know about the fella.
What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him, aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces look like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you his name?
No. Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning gray, no beard.
All right, Sue. Thanks. What do you think about this church?
It's a good church. I go there from time to time. I bring Nate, too, and that boy needs the fear of God put into him.
No reason to show her that. No reason. No reason. No reason. No reason. Hey, Sue, do you recognize any of these men?
Well, there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome. I had such a crush on him back in the day. And... no way. That's him. The man who bought the paintings. He's much younger here, but there's no mistaking that hair and nose.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, little cat. That's the guy who walked into this cabin with $5,000 in cash.
That's very helpful, Sue. Thanks. Ugh. Another question for the elusive Mr. Wade. I'd rather just ask her. Do you know what this key opens?
Well, that's a bit of a weird question, ain't it? But no.
I'd rather just ask her about her daughter. I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat.
It's getting late. I should head back to the city. Hey, you're still up.
I was wondering when you'd show up. How did it go?
Long story. I found out about some stuff that happened when I was a kid.
Wow, what a mystery. So what's the plan now?
I don't know yet, but I'll figure something out.
What about this Charles Wade? You still haven't talked to him. And that strange bright picture you showed me? Those tapes? Listen, I know this guy.
Eileen, relax. We can talk about it tomorrow, okay?
Oh, it's way too late now.
No, I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm way too excited.
Well, that makes one of us. Nighty.
Good night, Kat. Hey, Kathy, wake up!
Ugh, you are so lucky there are no sharp objects near this bed.
Guess what? I got an idea.
Please tell me it involves you taking a sabbatical.
Haha, so you found all this evidence, right? Pictures, tapes, and stuff?
I guess. Why?
Well, as you know, I have a computer. And I know this hacker guy, Dave, and... Oh, never mind. I'll just write you a note. You go back to sleep.
Seriously, Eileen, sometimes I just marvel at how your brain works.
I know, right?
Are you sure you want to do this, Catherine? You still have time, if you think there's any chance you would change your mind.
I'm sure, Doctor. Just get it out of me. But please, don't tell my mom.
I'm sorry, but we have to do that. It's the law.
Nobody has to know. Just pretend it slipped your mind. I have enough shit going on with her already. This would just add fuel to the fire.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
Fine. Let's just get this over with then.
Right this way.
Ugh, I hate that dream. I guess Eileen went to class. I probably should too. Nah. Oh, what's this? Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer while I'm away. My password is AngelLove, without the quotes. If you call my friend Dave at 555-2492, he can set you up with some software. I'll be back in a few hours, super psyched about the investigation. E. P.S. No gum on the keyboard, please. Remember the last time? Oh, shit. Looks like she forgot to write down the username. Oh well, shouldn't be too hard to guess. I think it's just some combination of her first and last name. Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name, Eileen Mildred Summers. I'm no geek, but I know how a computer, that is, not a... I'm Kathy. Eileen said to call you about some software.
Ellie who?
Eileen. Red hair, glasses, speaks so fast her gums ache.
Oh, right. I thought her name was Errol. Figured it was kind of a weird name for a girl.
You must have a hearing disorder.
You must have a thinking disorder. Burn.
Wow, just wow. So, the software?
Oh, yeah. No, can't. Not really.
I knew she was full of shit.
Nah, I mean, sure, I used to be able to get pirated software, but not anymore. There was this misunderstanding and my network privileges were revoked. Me and Clyde, the campus IT guy, don't really see eye to eye. We used to play bocce together, and let's just say he is one sore loser.
Can't you just patch things up with the guy?
No way! He's such an ass! He even thinks TNG is better than the original series.
He thinks the what is better than the what?
I know, right? Can you believe that guy?
Can't you just hack your way back in somehow? Isn't that what you do?
He blocked the Ethernet port in my room. I don't even have physical access.
Don't you ever leave your room? Use a computer in the library or something. Aren't they connected to the network?
No, there are cameras in there. Clyde is just waiting for me to make a move so he can get me expelled.
You call yourself a hacker? Just use your brain, for Christ's sake. Let's figure this out.
Wow, you're so sassy, Nancy Drew. Well, okay, only an admin account can change the access ports. The only way to even theoretically crack one would be if Clyde logged onto a machine to which we have unrestricted physical access. And... ooh, I got an idea.
I'm not gonna like this.
Well, what you could do is intentionally crash your PC.
That sounds especially stupid.
Well, not crash it, just crash it a little, then call Clyde. Clyde will come over to fix it. If you're lucky, then he'll log onto the network using his admin account. Afterwards, you can use some of my tools to find and crack the password locally.
Worth a shot, I guess. Okay, you can come over and set it up.
No way. I have severe IBS, it just wouldn't work.
IBS? What the hell is that?
You seriously don't want to know. I'll have my buddy drop off everything you need. It's not rocket science. You do what I ask, and I'll get you some juicy software. Quid pro quo, Clarice.
Whatever, weirdo. We'll see. A thick white envelope. Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer while I'm away. My password is Angel Love, without the quotes. If you call my friend Dave at 555-2492, he can set you up with some software. Super psyched, blah, blah. That missing username is a bit annoying, but I think I can guess it based off her names. I don't see how... These must be the instructions from Dave. There was a floppy disk in there with a note taped to the back. 1. Boot your computer using the blue floppy. 2. Use the corrupt MBR utility to crash the file system of the computer. Take the floppy out and reboot. 3. Call Clyde at 555-8181. Tell him your computer crashed and give him the error code on the screen. He'll come over and have a look. It shouldn't take too long for him to fix. 4. Now comes the crucial part. You need to somehow make him log on with his admin account. 5. Reboot and retrieve the admin credentials using the blue floppy. 6. Reboot and log on using Clyde's admin account. 7. Look for some kind of tool to remotely open my Ethernet port. Dorm B, room 8. That's it. And remember, if you mess up somewhere, just call Clyde and he'll have to take care of it. It's his job after all. All right, time for some expert help.
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
So, I hear you and Dave had some kind of fight?
That's really none of your business.
Never mind.
Suit yourself. IT, this is...
Hi, I need you to come and fix my roommate's computer.
What seems to be the problem?
It won't start up. There's some kind of system failure with an error code on the screen.
Probably a hard drive failure. Which room are you in?
Dorm A, room 5.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Thanks.
Hey, Clyde from IT.
Hi, come in.
My, oh my, now how did this happen?
I have no idea. It was like this when I started it up this morning.
Let's have a look. And presto, good as new.
That's perfect. Could you try logging on real quick just to make sure it works?
You go ahead, I'll wait.
Ah, now look what I did.
For crying out loud. Let me try to log in with my account. Okay, everything seems to be in order. I've unlocked your account. Please, try not to break anything else.
Oh, I'll try. Phase 1 complete. All right, that should do it.
Yeah.
Guess what?
You got it? Hang on. Oh man, I could kiss you! Figuratively, that is. I am so gonna get back at Clyde now. What are those admin credentials, by the way?
Not telling, buddy. Saving those for a rainy day.
Huh. I suppose this nice floppy I've prepared for you stays in my room then.
Sure, then I'll just have to log back on and click that pretty little lock icon again.
Now this is just emotional blackmail.
Quid pro quo, Dave.
Fine. I'll have it dropped off at your room. God damn, you're like a she-Clyde. A Clyde-eck.
Huh, that is the worst insult I've ever heard. Later, Dave. A thick white envelope. I'll just get rid of these notes now. I don't need them anymore.